culture.
So now let's go back to this. Here we are, Latin Quarters, mid-'80s. All throughout New York in particular, people are getting their gold chain snatched, and also of concern with the fact where the gold was coming from. There was a lot of tension in New York between blacks and Koreans who were mostly selling these chains, and it was also concerned that these chains were being harvested from apartheid-ridden South Africa. And
Sierra Leone. And Sierra Leone too. The diamonds were coming from Sierra Leone.
Most of the gold, though.
And the gold was coming, that was being mined in South Africa. And a lot of it was being mined with child slavery. You know what I'm saying? So also cats was getting slashed in their face with razor blades and getting their chains snatched. So we had a landmark meeting at the Latin Quarters that Africa Bambaataa called. And the Alim twins, Tunde Ron Tahaka was there, Professor X, myself, Dr. York was there, Melly Mel, Tila Rock, you know, a bunch of cats like that.
Let's see, the Jungle Brothers. Let's go down the list of all the people that showed up at this meeting, because this is real important.
Yeah, there's a few of the Jungle Brothers. You know, I actually got the sign-in list for that night, too. I'll show it to you one of these days. But we came together and started having meetings discussing how we needed to rid our culture of the diamonds and gold, because we were getting it on both ends. We were getting maimed and killed in South Africa mining it, and then you had us getting slashed and chain snatched and shot in New York. So we decided that we would try to replace the diamonds and the gold with African medallions and stuff like Bam was wearing. So we bought a lot of them. We started giving them to artists, and we really started stepping the cats and telling them, yo, you got to take that shit off. Too many of our people was getting hurt behind this.
When we go back to what was the golden era of hip-hop, which people consider from 87 to 93, and we look at the old Public Enemy videos, the old X-Clan videos, which you were part of, the old, KRS-One and everything. When you look at all those artists, everybody had these cloth medallions, these leather medallions with the, with Africa in it. And then later on, as other ethnic groups, started to, really get their own voice, you might see one with a Cuban flag or a Puerto Rican flag or, Italian flag or whatever country. So this was really born out of the Latin Quarters, and this was a very deliberate act from you guys.
Well, it definitely was a deliberate act. I don't know if we really knew at the time the impact we would be able to have worldwide, but we knew that we could definitely affect the culture right there in New York. And at the time, New York was hip-hop. It wasn't very much noise coming from anywhere else. But by affecting the culture just right there in New York, we were able to affect the culture across the whole country and eventually across the world.